Honorable members, I welcome you all to the second session of the 5th Parliament of the Youth Impact Parliament, Ghana of the Youth Impact Movement. Prayers, Honorable members. Honorable members, prayers. Almighty God, we humbly beseech Thee to look with favor upon this Youth Impact Parliament. Grant that it may perform its high duty as in Thy sight. Give divine guidance to the Executive Director of the movement. Endow members of Parliament with discernment and vision, integrity and courage that, through the labors of this youth parliament, the interests and wishes of the members may be well and truly served, and their good purposes for the common human life be realized in our midst. O God, grant us a vision for our youth parliament, fair as it might be, a fraternity of righteousness, where none shall wrong his neighbor, a fraternity of plenty, where evil and poverty shall be done away with, a fraternity of brotherhood, where all success shall be founded on service, and honor shall be given to the deserving, a fraternity of peace, where the youth parliament shall rest on the will of its members and the love for the common good. Bless the efforts of those who struggle to make this vision a living reality. Inspire and strengthen our people that they may give time, thought, and sacrifice to speed the day of the coming. Beauty of the Youth Impact Parliament, Ghana. Amen. Honorable members, you may resume your seats. Honorable members, once again, I invite you to the second session of the 5th Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament, Ghana of the Youth Impact Movement. We now move to the second item on the order paper, which is communication from founders. Honorable members, I would like to go ahead and read the communication from the founders. Dear honorable members, on behalf of the founders of the Youth Impact Movement, we warmly welcome every honorable member to the 8th sitting of the second session of the 5th Parliament of the Youth Impact Parliament. Before anything else, we wish to congratulate this Honorable House together with the First Senate for the successful passage of the YIP Campus Club Bill 2026, which has now become the second legislation enacted by the Youth Impact Parliament, cited as Act 2. The passage of this legislation marks another defining chapter in the legislative history of our institution. From the passage of the Youth Impact Forum of Women Parliamentarians, Act 2025, Act 1, to the end, this parliament has demonstrated that it is not merely a platform for debate, but a legislative institution capable of producing meaningful laws to strengthen its governance and expand its impact. We commend every youth member of parliament, every senator, the parliamentary leadership, the Senate leadership, the clerks, committee members, and every individual whose dedication, thoughtful deliberations, and commitments made the successful passage of Act 2 possible. Your patience throughout the legislative process, particularly during the committee of the whole and consideration stages, reflects the maturity and seriousness with which this parliament approaches its constitutional responsibilities. Honorable members, the enactment of the YIP Campus Club Act now opens a new chapter in our institutional development. Through this legislation, YIP Campus Club will now be established under a clear legal and administrative framework to nurture future youth parliamentarians, promote parliamentary education, civic responsibility, democratic participation, public speaking, and leadership development within junior high schools, senior high schools, and tertiary institutions. As we approach the dissolution of the Fifth Parliament next month, we encourage members to remain committed to the high standards that have characterized this Parliament throughout its tenure. The legacy of every Parliament is measured not only by the debate it holds, but also by the institutions it leaves behind. The Fifth Parliament can proudly say that it has contributed significantly to strengthening the constitutional and legislative foundations of the Youth Impact Parliament. We congratulate you once again on this remarkable achievement and wish the House fruitful deliberations during today's sitting. Thank you. Honorable members, that was a communication from founders. I now proceed to item 3, communication from Speaker. Honorable members, honorable youth members of the Youth Impact Parliament, distinguished guests among us hoping to join us in the next Parliament, ladies and gentlemen, I warmly welcome you to the 8th sitting of the second session of the 5th Parliament of the Youth Impact Parliament. At the outset, permit me to congratulate every honorable youth member of Parliament for your unwavering commitment and active participation throughout the work of this Parliament. Your dedication has contributed immensely to the success of our legislative agenda and the continued growth of this institution. Honorable members, our previous sitting marked a significant milestone in the history of the Youth Impact Parliament. Through rigorous debate, careful consideration, and adherence to parliamentary procedure, this House successfully completed the passage of the YIP Campus Club Bill 2026, which has now become Act 2 of the Youth Impact Parliament. This achievement reflects the maturity, discipline, and legislative competence of the Fifth Parliament, and I commend every member for your invaluable contribution to that historic accomplishment. With our legislative business now concluded, today's sitting retains our focus to another fundamental responsibility of Parliament: the debate of matters of public and national importance. The motion before the House today states that this House believes that Ghana's development challenges stem more from poor leadership by successive governments than from the country's governance structures. Honorable members, this debate is particularly significant because it is the final political motion that will be debated by the Fifth Parliament before its dissolution next month. It therefore provides an opportunity for every member to demonstrate the knowledge, confidence, parliamentary skills, and leadership qualities developed throughout the life of this Parliament. I urge both sides of the House to engage vigorously, respectfully, and constructively, while observing the standing orders and preserving the dignity of this honorable House. As we approach the final sitting of the Fifth Parliament, let today's debate further strengthen our reputation as a Parliament that values critical thinking, informed debate, democratic governance, and responsible youth leadership. I wish all honorable members fruitful deliberations. I shall communicate from the office of the Right Honorable Speaker. Honorable members, that brings us to item 4 on the order paper, the Business Committee statement. From my table, I cannot see the Business Committee chairperson, so whoever he placed in charge, please go ahead.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity. Yeah, my name is Robert Fiaonu, MP for Kratchis, the Youth MP for Kratchis constituency, and the Deputy Minority Leader of this August House. But today, I'm acting in the capacity as the Majority Leader of the House, and also act in that capacity to lay the Business Committee report. And today being Sunday, 12th July 2026, which double as the second session of the 5th Parliament of Youth Impact Parliament Ghana of Youth Impact Movement. Also being the 8th sitting of the second session of the lower chamber of Youth Impact Parliament. Now, Madam Speaker, before the commencement of business, we've had an opening prayers. We had a communication from founders. We also had a communication from Speaker. And currently we are having the Business Committee statement, which I'm doing. We will be moving on to the commencement of legislative business, where we will be having the official introduction of youth MPs. Then we proceed with Vote and Proceedings, which is going to be the Hansard of 10th Parliamentary Sitting. We'll also be having the Vote and Proceedings, which is being the Hansard of 11th Parliamentary Sitting. We also have Vote and Proceeding Hansard of the 12th Parliamentary Sitting. There we proceed to commence with a political debate on a motion, which is very dear and very critical to be debated on. And the motion read that this House believes that Ghana's development challenge stems more from poor leadership by successive governments than from the country's governance structure. There we move to the commencement of private business, where we'll be having questions, statements, petitions. And that will bring us to the end of business, where we'll be having announcement of the inauguration of the 6th Parliament, and then finally the adjournment of the 14th or the last parliamentary sitting to dissolve the 5th Parliament on Saturday, 8 August 2026. I so lay the business committee report. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Member, for presenting the Business Committee statement. Honorable members, I would like to ask if there are any contributions or points to make on the statement made by the acting majority leader. Honorable Sampson Dotse.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker and the August House, for the opportunity granted me. My name is Dotse Sampson, the Youth MP for Afram Plains North, the first Deputy Minority Whip and the Vice Chairperson of the Organizing Committee. Madam Speaker, at the last sitting, we delivered some statements. I was thinking that it will be captured or opportunity to be given on the order paper for us to comment on those statements that we have made. Because sometimes we observe from Parliament that some statements will be taken and later on comment will be passed on it. But this one, we do not see anything like that. So I want to know the reason why opportunity is not given for us to comment on the statement that we made during last sitting. I thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Roberts.
Yeah. Madam Speaker, thank you very much for the opportunity. And thank you very much, Honorable Dotse. Madam Speaker, I think we have Votes and Proceedings, which also captured those statements. So I think when we get there, the owners of the statement will be given the opportunity, whatever input they have, they will promptly deliver those statements. Thank you very much.
Thank you also for clearing that up for us. Honorable members, we will now proceed to the commencement of legislative. Right, Honorable.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the Business Committee report has not been adopted by the House. So it's very good that we adopt it as a document for this August House before we proceed. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Honorable members, the Business Committee statement and report has been made, and points made to it have also been made, and clarifications have been made. So I now put the question before the House. All those in favor of adopting these statements as a working document and also to be kept in our records, please say aye. All those not in favor, say nay. I would like to put the question again. All those in favor, say aye. All those not in favor, say nay. The ayes have it, and we now have the Business Committee statement as a working document. Honorable members, we shall now move into the commencement of legislative business, and we would have on the other paper, item 5, official introduction of the youth MPs. So just like we always do it, starting from the minority side, from the backbenchers, please introduce yourself to us.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'm in the person of Xavier Agbemato, Youth MP for Botiana, Amanfro. Also a deputy ranking member of the Committee of Environmental Protection. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker in the House. My name is Godfred Ugu, Youth MP for Tama West and the Vice Chairperson on Committee of Chieftaincy and Religion. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I am Atiku Fakwe, Youth MP for Okaipe North constituency and serving on the Privileges Committee as a deputy ranking member. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker and the guest house for the opportunity granted me. I'm Dr. Sampson, the Youth MP for the lovely people of Afram Plains North. Madam Speaker, in the constituency where we have a beautiful islands like the Pala Island, Dija Island, Dwarf Island, and Ajaboso Island. So in case you want to visit an island, look no further than Afram Plains North. Madam Speaker, today I'm acting as the minority chief whip. I would like to seize the opportunity to extend my profound congratulatory message to all the newly elected MPP constituency executives. Yesterday, it was not, it's the enthusiasm at the centers point out that 2028, we are going to do something and we are ever ready. So the umbrella should be getting ready for that massive victory 2028. I thank you.
Thank you, Speaker in the House. I'm Victim Bryce Salom, the Youth MP for Hall constituency, the only commercial seat in Volta Region, and now acting as the minority leader of this House. Madam Speaker, yes, we will be for the motion today that bad leadership that has engulfed the country due to some of the challenges as well. And also, let me put this announcement across. There's an opportunity in the agribusiness industry, specifically the poultry. So if you are here and have a poultry house or a structure, after today's sitting, kindly come and see me so that we give you some deal chicks and then it's not quantity. This is different from quantity as well. Actually, they are from Holland. They'll be coming from tomorrow. They'll start from tomorrow to Friday. There'll be some level of exhibition. All those who want to go into poultry as well, because everybody reach out to me so that it's how best I can engage you guys. This I'm the one compiling the list too. So if I say something is coming, you have to believe me. Like I've been saying this for the past 3 years. So the opportunity is coming, but how prepared are we? I've been fighting doing that. Some of the opportunities will come. I'll tell him we don't have the things, we don't have the strategies. At least we should have what's the name? A business that can be giving us income, not always be relying on goodness and cool. So in order to say the buyer, if you have any structure or anything, just let me know. Then I will sort you out. Because remember from this out, from the minority side, you see, so I'm waiting for the minority side to also bring an opportunity, like I always do. So I'm putting that challenge to you guys. Don't sit there and be smiling at me. So you have to get to work. Do you understand? Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, Madam Speaker, I am Adams Yawa Sadiq Eva. I am the aspiring youth MP for Asin North Constitution. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. My name is Sifas Salawu Kobla, the Youth MP for Tano South, and then the Deputy Chairperson of the External Affairs Committee. We are still in the era of international football, and then I want to thank our players for their performance, although it is not to satisfaction, but they've done their best. This is the time for them to reflect that even the only nation that they drew with in this tournament is currently performing in the tournament. That means if they should have put in much efforts, they could have also gone better. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cyril Amego, the majority leader for the Senate, but I'm here today as an observer. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity, Madam Speaker. I am Adam Usman. Today I'm an observer. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Senanu Abude is my name. I'm second deputy majority whip. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My name is Bless Agoso, Majority Chief Whip of the House. I'm acting though. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity to introduce myself. Yes, like I always said, if you see a small bird behind a big palm kernel, you have to know that it is because it's having a big anus. Yes, so Madam Speaker, my name is Robert Fiaonu, the Youth MP for the lovely people of Krachi constituency. Madam Speaker, today I'm acting in the capacity as the majority leader of this house. And I heard my colleagues from the other side claiming that they have a lot of islands. And I was just confused. When you come to my constituency, you can't number the islands that we have in my constituency. We can talk of People's #1 island, #2, #3 island. We have Topo Island, a lot that I can't even mention them. So I want to let them know that they shouldn't brag about islands. And Madam Speaker, unfortunately, they also make comment that we this side of the house don't bring opportunities to this house. I want to let them know that I am an AI specialist and currently a certified AI specialist, of course. And currently, we are training a lot of youth to be what? To be good in AI. You can use AI in graphic designing. You can use AI in terms of research. And currently, Madam Speaker, we've partnered with a World Quan University in the US, and we are training a lot of people to become financial engineers. So therefore, I am putting it in this house that if you are a youth, now the world is moving towards AI. We don't want to be doing work drudgery. We want fast and quick way of doing work. So if you are a youth and you are so enthused about the use of AI, I am letting you know just after here, let me take your number and then you will be trained and certified as an AI specialist. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I also want to use this opportunity to congratulate my vibrant and elegant honorable members seated in the House from this side, the majority
Honorable
caucus. And I believe we are going to
Robert,
have
you have been put to order.
a wonderful sitting today. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Bless.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity. Please, I want majority leader to come and clarify what he said that financial engineering. I want to understand. So you should clarify.
So, yes, Madam Speaker, thank you very much. Yes, my respected honorable member. Yes, financial engineering is a program that you go through the learning process and become a financial. And when I say financial engineering, we are talking about people that are specialized in the use of this AI to work, like to do financial transactions. Yes, and like the introduction of these technological tools in the financial sector. When we are talking about the economy, how to use AI in economizing our society and our country. That's what I'm talking about. And we have a lot of course. So we are in partnership with WorldCoin University in US. So currently we are registering members. So when you become a registered member of AI Research Society of Africa, so you will be put on this course, this financial engineering. It is not only financial engineering. We have a lot of courses. But when you get closer to me, you know more about what I'm talking about. So you will be trained and you go and write an aptitude test. After you pass the test, the WorldCoin University will then enroll you to do this course, fully funded. Then at the end of the day, you become the financial engineering that I'm talking about. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Member, for clarifying your sentence. Honorable members, thank you all for introducing yourselves. I would like to give the opportunity to my clerks to also introduce themselves as well as the marshals.
Good afternoon. Please, I'm Rebecca Nkupsin, acting clerk for today's session. Thank you. All right. Please, I'm Rebecca Nkupsin, acting clerk for today's session. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My name is Victoria Nuchiwi, Acting Deputy Clerk Finance. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My name is Gama Georgina, Assistant Acting Clerk for today's session. Thank you. Good afternoon. I go by the name. Good afternoon. I go by the name Olete Bigbedo Judith Mamle, Acting Clerk for the House today. Thank you. Honorable honorable members, I understand the correction needed to be made. However, These are corrections to be made in person of the state, so we can do that.
I go by the name Olete Vigbedo Judith Mamle, acting clerk for the house today. Thank you.
Honorable clerk, please go back to the microphone. So, hello, kindly go back to the microphone. So one thing that this house believes in is also lecturing ourselves to speak boldly and also make sure we use the right terms for the right occasions. So one thing we've all learned here is that we don't say "I go by" when we are introducing yourself. You kindly use the right words. Yes. Like, my name is Ayam. Afi is my name. Honorable members, please let's allow her to proceed. This is not a matter to prolong. Honorable Vixen.
I am Olete Vigbedo Judith Mamle, assistant clerk acting for the house. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Speaker. Madam Speaker, I go by the name. Sorry. My name is Monyo Sherita Bridget, acting assistant clerk for the house team. Thank you.
Thank you. Marshals. Honorable members.
Good day, everyone. I'm Obed Patutete, and I proudly serve as an acting deputy marshal in charge of physical security. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm Shlaufori, acting for the deputy marshal.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. My name is James Assassin Kasa, acting deputy marshal. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I am Ebenezer Yaozo, acting deputy marshal.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I am Ankra Goswe, Deputy Marshal for the 5th Parliament and Acting Marshal for the 6th Parliament. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable members, for introducing yourselves. We now proceed to item 6 on the order paper. Votes. Honorable members, apologies. I am Constantina Etornam Afi Agbenorlawoduga. I am the acting speaker for the day and incoming we can see. I am the speaker for today's sitting. Thank you. Is or Hansard of the 10th Parliamentary Sitting. Honorable members, the Hansard for the 10th sitting has been shared electronically via WhatsApp, so you already have that. Kindly take a moment to open so we all review it on our devices. So we are taking corrections, amendments, and objections to the votes and proceedings all at once. Honorable Vixen. Honorable Vixen.
Thank you, Speaker in the House. I'm Vixen Brycelom, Youth MP Hall constituency, newly commended to Volta. Madam Speaker, I've seen a vote and proceedings being shared on the platform about a plethora of them. Because time is fast spent, we're supposed to start this sitting at 1. It's almost getting to 4. So I'm pleading with the House that let's just approve it. Then we will proceed. Because the debate itself is there. Usually what we do is that we waste time. There are also equally important stuff, but the most important thing is the debate as well. And if I get to the concluding part, then the speaker will be rushing out that you have 1 minute, 2 minutes, 30 seconds. We don't want that to happen. So we have to have the ample time to. So let's vary the other paper to see that as well. So I want to put it before you that let's just approve it, then we move. Thank you very much.
All right, point well noted. Honorable Adams.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity. Madam Speaker, I was on the point of correction in the sense that Honorable Vixen, when making a statement, is saying that the debate is the most important part of today's session. And Madam Speaker, I disagree. And I'm here to correct him in the sense that the vote and proceedings are the actual records of what transpired in Parliament during our respective sittings. So you cannot say that we should just approve the vote and proceedings. We don't know what the document entails. If you are saying a committee should be set up for them to look through the vote and proceedings for us to pass today's, to proceed with today's sitting, fine. But you cannot say we should overlook it and just pass it. What if there are mistakes over there? What if there are phrases that doesn't reflect the true events that transpired that day? What if there are omissions from the vote and proceedings? So, Madam Speaker, I think we should take it page by page as we always do it and proceed. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Honorable Roberts.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I am Robert Fiaonu, the Youth MP for Kratchis constituency. Yes, Madam Speaker, I am highly in support of what Honorable Adams said. Yes, what we are doing here is worth than $1 billion project. So you cannot, my respected colleague, please, this is Parliament. We are to dedicate ourselves. That is why of late, Madam Speaker, I'm seeing people not attaching commitment and dedication to coming to sitting. People come late, people come at any time because I don't know if they are bored or whatever. This is a serious work we are doing here, and we have to make sure we go by the rudiments of Parliament. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Before I take, or I would like to say, all hands to be down. Thank you. I would also like to add up to this. Honorable members, I believe 80% of the members here came in very, very late for today's sitting. And by that, we cannot quickly run through the other papers because we are far behind time. And just like the honorable members have also stated, these are all important matters that need to be addressed. If we go ahead and capture these documents as working documents without carefully reviewing them, what if tomorrow comes and someone takes these documents, opens and sees several mistakes in it? What are we going to say about it? So I therefore encourage all of us to just take our time and review these documents. Honorable Vixen.
Thank you, Speaker in the House. I'm Vixen by Salom, MP Hohoy. Madam Speaker, what I said, if you want to quote me, you should quote me right. What I said is that the sitting was supposed to begin, or the sitting was supposed to start exactly 1 p.m. But it's 4. Now, what you sent onto the page is about 6 of them. So what? It's about, well, but we know how this corrections and stuff. I have checked it. Then, if that be the case, then let me put this across. The debate will soon come. I don't want the situation whereby members will stand here, then you will be heckling members. You have to conclude. If you have to give us the ample time to exhaust our point, fair enough. But looking at because you coming under the disguise of that, what's the name? We are late. No, that wouldn't happen because that's what have been happening almost all the time. So in conclusion, you didn't quote me well. So if you are quoting me, quote me right. I based my argument on the fact that we didn't start the sitting early. Probably what you suggest if your committee can so that we can so that because time is also it doesn't lie under a purview to say so. It lies under the speaker to say so. So that's my point I'm trying to make. But they quoting me wrongly. That's where I want to put them to order. Thank you very much.
I believe the point still remains the same. And if we continue to talk about this, we'll also continue to waste time. So, honorable members, as I mentioned earlier, let's quickly review these documents. So tomorrow, you and I won't find ourselves wanting. Thank you. I believe all honorable members have opened their Hansard of the 10th Parliamentary Sitting. So we are taking all corrections, amendments, and objections at once. Page 1. Page 2. Page 3. Page 4. Page 5. Page 6. Page 7. Page 8. Page 9. Honorable Adam.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, this is a consequential amendment. When you look at the formatting from page 1 to the last page, I think the table office can do better. So they should take note and please effect the changes. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable members, there being no other amendment or correction or objection to make, I take it that the House adopts the votes and proceedings of the 10th parliamentary sitting as a true record. All those in favor say aye. All those not in favor say nay. The ayes have it, and therefore we have the Hansard of the 10th parliamentary sitting as a true record of this parliament. Honorable members, we now move to item 7, Votes and Proceedings of the 11th parliamentary sitting. This tool has been shared electronically via WhatsApp, so please let's all review it on our devices. Page 1. Page 2. Page 3. Page 4. Page 5. Page 6. Page 7. Page 8. Page 9. And page 10. Honorable members, there have been no objections or corrections to be made. I take it that the House adopts the Hansard of the 11th parliamentary sitting. All those in favor say aye. All those not in favor say nay. With that, we have the Hansard of the 11th parliamentary sitting as a working document. Honorable members, we proceed to item 8 on the order paper, Votes and Proceedings of the 12th parliamentary sitting. That also has been shared electronically via WhatsApp for your review. So on page 1, are there any amendments, corrections, or objections to be made? Page 2. Page 3. Page 4. Page 5. page 6, page 7, page 8, and page 9. There being none, I take it that the House adopts the votes and proceedings of the 12th parliamentary sitting as a true record. All those in favor say aye. All those not in favor say nay. The ayes have it. The votes and proceedings and Hansards of the 12th parliamentary sittings are hereby adopted. Honorable members, we now move to the debate on the motion before the House today, which is item 9 on the order paper. Honorable Sampson.
Madam Speaker, I'll be very grateful if you can vary the order paper so that we take statements before we go to the debate. Looking at the time we have now, I'm very grateful if you can take that before the debate. I thank you.
Honorable Sampson, I expect this specific correction to be made when the business committee statement was made. We are currently on item 9, about to move into the debate for today. So please kindly allow us to proceed. The motion before the House today reads, this House believes that Ghana's development challenges stem more from poor leadership by successive governments than from the country's governance structures. Honorable members, I now call upon the mover of the motion to open the debate on the proposition side. Honorable members, I now invite the mover of the motion from the NPP caucus to move the motion for debate.
Thank you, Speaker in the House. I'm Mixon Bright Selom, Youth MP for Hall constituency, the only commercial city in Volta Region. Madam Speaker, the motion before us says that the House believes that Ghana's development challenges stem more from poor leadership. I'll end over there. We in the minority caucus believe that most of the challenges that has bedeviled the country stem from poor leadership. Now, if you look at the structure of governance since 1992, the choices are just there to guide the leadership. So, good governance begins with good leadership. The strategies are there for us to follow, like a guideline. The question we should ask ourselves now that, are we following those guidelines to better off our country? I'll give you examples before we. Yes, I will do that. Then I will then move the motion. So we believe that the challenges that is facing us as a country is due to bad leadership. So therefore, I move for the adoption of the motion as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I now call upon the opposition side to respond.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity. Yes, it's a good time here. My name is Robert Fiaonu, the leader for today's debate. Madam Speaker, the debate or the motion raised that this House believes that Ghana's development challenges stem more from poor leadership by successive government than from the country's governance structures. Madam Speaker, the first question I would ask before I proceed is that who creates the governance structures before the succeeding government came to power? So the governance structures were created by some people, were created by a government. So if those structures are not helping, we are to blame the what? The framers or the makers of those governance structures. And I believe strongly that we are going to stand on our toes and to rally around that poor leadership by a successive government is not the problem, but rather the structure, the governance structures that the preceding government have laid down, which are wrong, are the problems. And Madam Speaker, I want to end by using this proverb that no matter how old a canoe is, so far as the captain is good, you'll be able to take it to a successful destination. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Vixen.
Thank you, Speaker and House. Mr. Speaker, I want to understand, or I want to know that how many times is been apportioned for individual to speak so that we know how to manage our time. That's the whole reason why I stood on my feet today.
All right, noted. So thank you, honorable members, for your opening remarks. I will now open the floor for further contributions to be made on the debate laid before us today. I encourage all of us to debate constructively, and please let's all be factual in speaking. Also, please catch my eyes and I will recognize you to proceed. So we now, with a time 3 minutes per person. So we are going caucus, one person from here, one from the other. The time currently is 4:25. The hope is by 5:25 exactly, we should be done with the debate. So we have an hour to debate. So the floor is open. Each honorable member has 3 minutes. If there are no contributions at a point, we can conclude even before the 1 hour gets to us. Thank you. Honorable Sampson.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker and the guest house, for the opportunity granted me. Madam Speaker, looking at the motion before the House, it's very important we interrogate further. I would like to say that our developmental challenges in this country has always been the leadership that we have. The current leadership that we have, let me say, has been so poor in the sense that many people have been selected based on party loyalty rather than the ability to perform the work. The structures have been laid down by the Constitution. So we only need a good leader to make it work. That's why there's always a saying that a nation is in trouble when we have a bad leadership. where our judicial structure is working, our parliamentary structure is working, the decentralization is working, but the leaders put there are failing us. We cannot achieve a good success out of this. So the problem has to do with what? The leadership. We currently, where you can see during elections, people sharing things so that they can win the hearts of the electorate. All these things are suggesting that we cannot have a good leadership because the people are not elected based on competencies, but it is based on who has more to give. So no matter how the structure is, no matter how the structure is, if you put a bad leader there, it won't work. So, Madam Speaker, our failures that we are recording, the challenges we are facing from Duson, from flooding, it has been a leadership failure in this country. And what we have observed within these few months is so shocking. It's so shocking that just a mistake by one leader, then a lot is being perished. Madam Speaker, I'm still emphasizing that our challenges stems from what? Poor leadership, but not the systems that we have. We have a good system that if we have good leaders, it can work. So if you have good system, you have bad leaders working on it, it cannot pick it. It will not pick it at all. So, Madam Speaker, we have a bad leadership. I thank you on this note.
Thank you. Honorable Member.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I am Selikem Adams Yawa Emma. Please, I want to talk about what my opponent just said. I respectfully disagree with what he said because every good leader also, how will I say, every good leader sometimes gets trials. So it is not because of the current government that it is flooding. It is because people built their houses in waterways. It is not about the president or the government that made whatever that is happening today happen. Because, let me put it this way, when they were in power, flooding also occurred. It is not that we were in power before the flooding is occurring. It is a natural disaster and it is not our doing. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Belief.
All right, thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, yes, you see, we are this side. We believe very strongly that structures are well laid, but it is because our system where we are practicing. For example, every 4 years or any political party that come on power will come and appoint an EC, will come and force an auditor general to give a report about. So all those things are affecting us. We have a system whereby we are practicing separation of powers, whereby the judiciary is on its own, the executive on its own, and what will I say, the parliament is also on its own. But the question is that this current Ghana they are not practicing separation of powers. We realize that a president will come and appoint, even appointing an MP who is in parliament. So we realize that the executive has an interest even in parliament. So sometimes, instead of parliament to stand on its own, it's not working. So we believe strongly that the system is already there. Once we forget about this political system things that we are doing, favorite things that we are doing, then we are following what is required for us. Ghana will be one of the best countries. Botswana as a country is practicing the same thing we are practicing, but we are doing very well. When we are in Ghana, however, by this time, a particular party will start a project. Then we will not finish. The same Ghana's resource will be left in the bush. Another political party will come and leave that money, that resource in a bush. Meanwhile, it's the same resource. It is not a political resource. So I believe strongly that it's we the individuals that we are. So the system is already there. The constitution is very clear. Because I believe strongly that a lot of people in Africa, we are one of the first people to have independence. And I believe that most of the countries even develop their system from us. And they are doing well. So what is wrong that Ghana we cannot do? So we need to put aside this kind of politics and follow the structure very well. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Bless.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity. I'm just here with my 4 points for us to look at, because I believe it's the structures that are failing us. Until we reform decentralization with real power and funding.
Honorable Bless, you have been put to order. Honorable Vixen.
So thank you, Madam Speaker in the House. I'm Vixen Bright-Selom, youth MP for Hall constituency. Madam Speaker, we don't know who she is to the House. She didn't introduce herself in the constituency. She's managing, so please, we want to do. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay. Madam Speaker, I am Blessed Agoson, Majority Chief Whip, acting. Like I said, until we reform decentralization with real power and funding to local government. Number 2, we separate the roles of the MP from the ministers. That one, I'm very key on that. Because as an MP, you can't be you don't have the power to even hold your office. Let's talk of managing your ministerial position as well. So when these 2 roles are being separated, at least you are taking your MP salary. That one is okay for you. Shouldn't be like you, one person handling 2 offices. And those both offices, they entails a lot. It drags us. Even we humans in our house, if you have more than 2 children, look at how you struggle. Not to talk of handling a whole nation as a minister, as an MP. So until we separate the positions or their roles, I think our structures will keep failing us. Binding long-term developmental plans. As for this one, my brother has spoke about it. A successive government should continue every project that the previous government started, even if it is not in your policy. At least there are few ones that they are very vital to humans, especially let's take the hospital, the hospital project. Projects like that are lying in the bush, and this current government, because it is not in their policy, most of the structures, they are lying in the bush, not being continued. So I believe binding long-term developmental plans will pave way for No. Hey, be careful. Okay. The last one is about we reforming stronger, independent, and accountability institutions. Let's hold government institutions accountable to whatever they are doing in their offices, whatever that transpires in the office, whatever transpires in those institutions, let's check them. Else, what we are experiencing now, what we are experiencing now will be worse in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable Sampson.
Yes, thank you very much, Madam Speaker and your guest house for the opportunity. My name is Dr. Sampson, the youth MP for Afram Plains North, and the minority chief whip acting today. Madam Speaker, I would like to thank the one who just spoken for debating for my caucus. We are of the view that our challenges stem from poor leadership more than the structures that we are having. We have a good structure that if we have good leaders, we'll be able to work. Is it the structure that is making it that people are running away with our monies? Is it the structure that is making it that people are not accounting for the resources that they have? No, it is the leadership. The structure is laid down perfectly. It's left with the leadership to work on it and account for the resources that they have not allocated to work. But because we have a poor leadership who doesn't put things in place properly, we are facing these challenges. So we believe that our structures now are good, but the leadership is poor. The flooding issue that we are talking about, it has been there several years, but the leadership that we have is not resolving the issue. They do so that we have the structure, we have the institution to work for this. But the leadership is what? Failing us. The corruption that we are talking about each and every day. We have the structures which are the institutions to work for it. But the people put there, the leadership over there is ruining everything. The leadership over there is ruining everything. So we believe that our challenges stem more from the leadership that we are having. If we have good leadership, our system will work. But for now, the leadership we are witnessing, it is in hell. When we have
Honorable Sampson.
when we have one person looking after us, NADMO and other institutions that have been laid down as a structure. It has something to do with the leadership. So please, we have poor leadership. Our challenges are resulting from poor leadership. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker in the House. My name is Donovan Magbele, youth MP for South Home constituency. Madam Speaker, I was just happy my colleague just mentioned something. When you talk about good leadership that is calling, good leadership comes with some kind of integrity for a good leader. A good leader must not be the one to run away from accountability after serving him or her office. We are all in this country when the former finance minister is out of the jurisdiction, running away from accountability. If we are calling for good leadership,
Honorable members, let's all be quiet and listen to him.
if my colleague from the other side is pointing out on good leadership and then in agreement for their leader, former finance minister, to run away from the jurisdiction, running away from accountability from the public office itself, then I don't know what good leadership is calling for. Because as a good leader, you have to be ready to account for your people after serving. So I think my brother is very confused. He should divert his argument to a different terrain, either than calling for a good leader, not to run away from the jurisdiction after serving public office. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Vexing.
Thank you, Speaker in the House. I'm Vixen by Selom, Youth MP for Hall constituency, the only commercial city in Volta Region. Please, I'm on the floor. This is the more reason why this side of the house. Hello, Speaker.
Please speak to me. You are addressing me, so kindly go ahead.
Thank you very much. So, there's a more reason why this side of the house is confused. I don't know whether their leader have not taken them through the motion before they came to sitting today. They look as if they are speaking for us. All the speakers from their side, they are talking. They are talking in favor of the motion. No, wait. The motion, if you can, let me read the motion again. This house believes that Ghana's, Speaker, please protect me. They are heckling me. Believe that the challenges stem more from poor leadership. Now, Madam Speaker, let me run you through some issues. So we believe that bad leadership leads to poor policy implementation. Madam Speaker, in this country, we have so many laws. Since the inception of the Fourth Republic, we have laws, but leadership come and go. The question we should be asking ourselves now is that, do we really enforce the laws? We will always be in a hurry to enact the laws, but the implementation is the issue. Like my colleague said, the strategies are there. They are your guidelines. Follow them and rule the country nicely. You won't do that. I don't know. You see, I will cite particular for example to you. Ghana has many laws, like I said. Now, if you go to some developed countries, I'm not saying that they are perfect, but they enforce their laws. Let me give you an example. The Auditor General report will cite people for misappropriation and misapplication of funds. What happens to those people? And the laws not there to surcharge them. Is that not the poor leadership? So when we talk, we understand the motion before we speak. Let me give you another one.
Member, in
conclusion, just allow me to finish. Madam Speaker, development plans have been abandoned. There's a more reason why, if you go back years, Sir Gordon Georgesburg, they are colonial masters. They have outlined the national development plan. But look at if leaders come and go. If you look at Tema industrial area, that has been set out for factories. If you go there, you see domestic houses and co. Back to these flat issues. This is not the first time, it's not a structural issue. It's an engineering issue. You, the leader, you have been voted for. Leaders don't complain. You face the issue squarely and fix it. That's the more reason why you have been voted. You put yourself there for you to be elected. These flat issues, it happened in 1995. We shouldn't be acting like an ostrich to pretend this demolition that is happening. It won't solve this issue. We have to look at the urbanization to meet current demand. We are practicing open drainage system. If you go to the Dutch, I employ all of you here today to go and study how the Dutch have done their drainage system. And you come and mimic it, but most of our leaders go there, take nice pictures, but when they come to their country, what prevents them to implement the policy that every day we are not? Mr. Speaker, this is nothing but wickedness. People will squander our money, leaders, they will abscond. Let me give an example. Recently, 3 days or 2 days ago, Abuja has been extradited to the United States of America.
Honorable member, in conclusion.
So, no, you see, a matter pending before court, you have to allow the matter to finish before you extradite the person. We have been requesting for a former leader from the state. They allow their laws to work, but what I know, as a person that if a matter is pending before court, you allow the court to adjudicate on the issue before you take that. So it's as if their leaders are just sitting aloof when you sue them. So, Madam Speaker, in conclusion, I'm saying that the misapplication of fund and misapplication of fund is leadership issue. You have to fix it. The laws are there. Implement them. Look at the Delta General have cited so many people, government in, government out. How many people have they arrested? Government out. It's about leadership. No. Government is a. You're so bad. Are you aware you are a government? Government is not only about those who are the top. In conclusion, this side of the house is being distracted this afternoon.
Thank you,
So,
Honorable Member.
we believe that good governance begins with good leadership. So they should get that into their skull and do better. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I want to start my contribution with a quote from the former UN Secretary General Kofi Annan. He said, "Strong institutions are more important than strong leaders. Strong institutions are stronger than strong leaders." Madam Speaker, it simply means when the structures are good, it is better than the good leadership that we have. Madam Speaker, when you look at the government system in Ghana, where political parties take turn to govern the country, there's one thing in common: they always fail. They always fail. No matter whoever is the president, there's failure. There is failure. I'm saying so because when you look at the different personalities that have governed this country, they all face one challenge. And the challenge is the weak structures that we have as a country. Please listen. Don't be in a hurry. Listen to wisdom. Madam Speaker, no matter how good a leader is, when the system is weak, there are limitations on the success of that leader. Example is the corruption that we have as a country. Do you want to tell me that the corruption campaign is not something successive leadership have made campaign about every 4 years before election? But when they are appointed or when they are given the mandate, they come into office and the structures fail them. It's not that they don't have the will to fight corruption, but our structure doesn't give them the opportunity for them to fight the corruption. When you look at the delay in our justice system, you want to tell me that the leadership, someone that has arrested a corporate and sent him to court for him to be prosecuted, and looking at the delay in our structure of the judicial system, look at the weak judicial system that we have. Look at how weak it is. And look at how weak it is. It can take us about 4 years, 5 years, 6 years to prosecute one single case. Madam Speaker, do you think that if we have a good structure as a country, we cannot sit on issues of national importance and prosecute and find judgment within the shortest possible time? We will wait for government to change, and the next government will come and free their people. Another point is look at our public procurement system as a country. It's one source of corruption in Ghana. It's not that we don't have laws in the country. It's not that we don't have good leaders, but the structures that the laws were built on, the structures that the laws are supposed to follow are very, very weak. That is making it difficult for people to operate.
Please conclude.
Listen to me, listen to wisdom, listen to wisdom. Madam Speaker, permit me to say that even looking at our 1992 constitution, the structure or the law, the framework of Ghana, the structure has given powers, absolute powers to the president of Ghana. He has given structure, our structure has given. Please, listen to me. Stop heckling me. I'm on the floor. I'm on the floor. Madam Speaker, you see, when the president is given power to appoint his ministers, deputy ministers, regional ministers, the MMDs, DCs, board of state-owned enterprises and staff, at the end of the day, because of the structures we have, the people become politically dependent rather than being independently accountable. You get it? Because is the president that appoints all of them. So at the end of the day, because of the structures that we have, it is the president who always appoints them. The vote of whether they are qualified or not. So, Madam Speaker, with this point, I'm saying that it's not who becomes the president. It's not who becomes the president. The problem is the enormous power that we are giving to the president himself and the structure. I want to end by quoting our late former president. That said that he wants to build a system that even when the devil, you all know who I'm talking about, is the late His Excellency Flight Lieutenant John Jerry Rawlings. He said he wants to build a structure, a system where even the devil becomes the president who follows the law as a country. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Honorable member.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Please, before I continue, I would like the Honorable to clarify whether laws are different from the structures, because he made a statement. I cannot categorically remember what he said, but he made a statement stating the notion that the structures are different from the laws per se. And also, it seems we are getting the motion somewhat wrong. Please, everyone has his own view, so please allow me to kindly.
You are addressing.
Yes, please. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Please, with the motion, I think there is nothing like NDC or NPP sides over here. I think there is nothing like NPP NDC sides over here. So when we are trying to make reference, we shouldn't make it as if it is NPP or NDC, because over here we are trying to talk about the leaders themselves, or we are trying to compare the leaderships or the structures. So we should get those things clear. Thank you very much. Let me continue.
Member, sorry to cut you, but to also correct you, we are talking about poor leadership.
Yes,
and we are looking at two causes: the successive government or the governance structure. You are saying poor leadership is due to the things that the successive governments are doing, and they are saying it's the governance structure. So it's not just poor leadership alone.
Please, with your guidance, I seek your clarification on that again, because I don't really get it.
We are talking, the motion is governance development challenges stem more from poor leadership by successive governments than from the country's governance structures. So I am saying we are not only talking about poor leadership, if that is what you are only focusing on. We are saying that the challenges, the developmental challenges we are facing stem more from poor leadership by successive governments. That is what you are saying.
Yes, Madam Speaker. I think with the motion, one side is speaking that it is the leaderships that are the problems. And then one side is speaking that it is the structures that were laid down at the problem. I think
Not leadership in general, but leadership of the succeeding government. Do you get me?
please, I'm a bit lost.
Honorable Adam,
Okay. Thank you very much for the clarification. But let me continue this by saying that we all know that structures don't build the rules that we have, the hospitals and all those things. It is not the structures that are going to build it. The structures are already there for you to come. As a visionary leader, you should be able to know that, okay, when I come, a government started something, okay? As a very good visionary leader, I should continue it. So don't come and then be blaming that it is the structure that is the problem. There is a saying in our local language that America manyere people dey, you know, nka problem adanda for you ho. Ono nyara gboro nenema. I think there is something like that. Now, when we look at countries like Rwanda, when we look at Rwanda, Singapore, and some other few countries, they don't have really good systems. But you would see that because of the good leaderships that they have, they are doing well. They don't have very strong systems. They are just having structures like ours. But because of their leaderships, they are able to develop their countries rapidly. Why? Because their leaders are visionary. In conclusion, I would like to say that our side should agree that this side should agree with us that it is the leaders that are the problems rather than the structures. Thank you.
Honorable Robert.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity. Yeah, I'm Robert Fiaonu, the Youth MP for Practice Constituency. Madam Speaker, I love the way the minority caucus were confused about the debate. Even in the middle of the debate, they have to seek clarification from my worthy honorable for them to clarify things for them before they can debate. It means typically.
Honorable member, you have been put to order.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, my honorable member didn't clarify from. He's addressing the chair. If he make a reference, he's addressing the chair. So anybody stand here is addressing the chair. So it's not seeking clarification for. So don't say that we are seeking clarification. He's addressing the chair.
Honorable member, you've also been put to order.
This is a blatant lie.
Madam Speaker, thank you for the opportunity. Madam Speaker, I want to draw your attention to Honorable's Belief's outfit. Madam Speaker, he is naked before the House. He is naked before the House. And Madam Speaker, moving forward, I want to suggest, with your guidance, that anybody naked before the House should not be allowed to speak. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You are naked. Are you not naked? Are you not naked?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I don't understand why somebody who is not a member of this house is putting me, a member of this house, into order. Thank you very much. He is not a member of this house. I am the chief whip of the house. He is not a member of this house. Thank you very much.
Maglet. Order.
Oh, you both should allow me.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Please, I place your order. Can you be on? I place you to order. Can you be on?
Honorable Belief.
Thank you. Madam Speaker, the practices in this house, observers in this house have valid points in this house to speak. We are all learning. So everybody in this house has the right to invoke any orders on anyone who is not doing the right thing. So what the honorable member is saying is very wrong and very wrong. So as an observer, he can make input to the house. Thank you.
All right.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I disagree with that. Mr. Speaker,
Please let's take correction from
Mr. Speaker,
Honorable Adam.
I disagree with that.
Speaker, Honorable
There's no way an observer will come into this house and come and correct a leader in this house. I disagree with that. I disagree with that. It's a lie. I disagree with that.
Honorable
If that is the practice, then there's a problem in this house.
Honorable Adam.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the statement that I'm not a member of this house is a blatant lie, Madam Speaker. I'm the Speaker of the Fifth Parliament. And since I'm not presiding, it doesn't mean I'm not a member of this house. It's a lie. Since I'm not presiding, it doesn't mean that I'm not a member of this house. I am a member of this August house.
Honorable members.
Please let me speak. Madam Speaker, in the point of precedence, I'm the first gentleman of this house. So you can't tell me I'm not a member of this house, Madam Speaker. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All interventional sciences. All hands down, please. Honorable members, we all know that this particular sitting is for the nominated leadership to preside for all of us to see. So Honorable Adam Osman still remains Right Honorable Speaker, and he is a member of this House.
Madam Speaker, Madam Speaker.
Believe.
Madam Speaker.
Please, interventional sciences.
Madam Speaker, respectfully, Madam Speaker, respectfully, I'm not in the chair. It doesn't mean that I cannot contribute to the subject matter on the floor. Madam Speaker, when it comes to the voting, you that you are in the chair, you are the person that you are not supposed to vote. But for me, if I have that accreditation, which I don't have right now, it doesn't mean that I cannot make submission on the floor of Parliament. When you look at our standing orders, it's saying observers may speak when they are given the opportunity. So you can't tell me that I can't speak on the floor of the chamber.
Honorable members.
So, Madam Speaker, they should learn their standing orders well and come back. Thank you.
Honorable members, all interventional sciences. As stated, this debate is ending at 5:25 and it's currently 5:06. I understand where this is coming from. Honorable believe, order. This matter is raised because Honorable Adam put you to order because you are naked before the House. I do not want us to go by that because we did not state this at the start of the sitting. And I also saw some people who are already naked before the House. So, honorable members, let's kindly proceed. We are closing dockets on this matter. I advise all of us to also go back. The debate is ending at 5:25 exactly.
Madam Speaker, you have to buy me time, buy me a lot of latitude because.
Honorable believe you have just 1 minute.
Let me proceed.
You have just 1 minute.
You have to give me a lot of time.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, yes, it's true. We want to end this year by 5:25, but that does not mean that we should actually run bend rules and be doing things over here. I am begging you. You see, Mr. Adams is a speaker. Once he's not in a chair, he stands as an observer. Once he's as an observer, I don't understand why an observer will come and be putting a leadership into order. It is never right. So if we are saying that because of we want to end debate, then we are leaving that tomorrow a problem will come. We cannot solve it. Let's solve it now. There's no way an observer. Let's assume, Mr. Speaker, we are here. Then somebody just came outside as an observer, seated here, then trying to put a leader into order or shout on leader anyhow. Do we say that an observer have that right? It's not so. Let's make it clearly. You said it. You said it here. From a sum of, he said it here that he is an observer. And if he's not an observer, you should mention the constituency he's from. If he's not an observer, he should mention the constituency. Give us the constituency, then we proceed. Other than that, we will not proceed this debate. We will not proceed this debate. You should give us the constituency. Thank you.
Order.
Madam Speaker.
Honorable members.
Madam Speaker.
Honorable members.
Madam Speaker.
Honorable members. Honorable members, like I said, we've closed this.
Madam Speaker.
Honorable members again. Order. Like I said earlier on, Honorable Adam Osman remains the Right Honorable Speaker. And yes, he said himself that he's an observer for today. So, Honorable Adam Osman, for us to be able to proceed, I would kindly invite you to just withdraw the order you put Honorable Believe Agoso to.
Madam Speaker, I have an input on this before. Yes, the input
we are
is that.
not taking any other input.
Right Honorable Speaker, as a majority leader of this house,
Please say that again.
as the current acting majority leader of this house, I have an input to make, and I want you to reason with me to see if it is truly fair.
Proceed.
Yes, is that if Honorable Believe Agoso, who is my respected colleague, knows very well that he is a leader and he is supposed to do the right thing, is it fair for an observer to question his inability in this house? It's not fair. So it means that we leaders, they are complaining about leadership. It means we leaders are having problems that will invite certain things that are not supposed to be happening to us. Therefore, I am saying that it is your own. Is it the way you dress is how you will be addressed? So it is as a leader, you are supposed to look cogent in the house. But so far as you did not look cogent, anybody at all can talk to you. But I am only here to say that I think the right thing is supposed to be done by him, but not rather questioning even if it is an observer or an MP. I think there is nothing wrong with correcting. Correction is there for everybody. So if you are corrected, that does not mean the person is not qualified to correct you. That is why, and that is why we are having leadership problem in this country, because leaders are not ready to listen to be corrected.
Yes, please conclude for me.
So in conclusion, I am saying that the correction my member gave is what the honorable member deserves. So if only he is not naked before the house, then my honorable member will retract and apologize. If truly you are not naked before the house, then my member should retract and apologize. But if he is naked, then that retractment and apology will not happen.
Not to speak. Not to speak.
Madam Speaker, I thank you for the opportunity, and with your kind permission, I want us to withdraw the earlier statement I made that I was an observer. I want to withdraw that and state the right title. It was forgetfulness that made me say I'm an observer. Madam Speaker, I am the Speaker of Parliament, of Fit Parliament, of Youth Impact Parliament, of Youth Impact Ghana. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. With this, I believe the point of order I placed honorable belief is in the right perspective. Thank you very much.
Honorable members.
So can I proceed? Can I proceed? I think
Honorable members.
I should proceed.
Your name was mentioned as he was making his statement, not for you to come and speak, please.
I only address a situation by calling your name.
Honorable belief. Honorable members, order. If you have something to say, kindly say that you have a contribution to make to this. We all in our conversations mention people's names. It doesn't mean you are calling on them to come and speak.
I only address you. I only address you. I didn't call.
Invested in me. I am closing documents on this matter. Let's kindly proceed.
Thank you very much.
Members.
Madam Speaker, thank you very much. Use your veto power.
Please speak to me, Honorable Robert.
Yes. Thank you very much, respected Speaker. From here, I'll buy you a delicious yam. Because yes.
Conclude for me.
Madam Speaker, I did not even start my
conclude for me. I gave you time.
Yeah, so Madam Speaker, there is a proverb that goes that if we have a strong house, even if the owner of that house is away, no storms can collapse the house. And Madam Speaker, it looks like my opponents did not actually understand what it means by structure. When we are talking about structure, we are talking about the laid down rules and regulations governing activities of leaders. The laid down plan, the guides that restrain. Madam Speaker, we are talking about the guides, the rules and regulations that restrain leadership.
Honorable belief, kindly excuse the house. Honorable belief.
Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker.
Honorable belief, kindly excuse the house. I mentioned only honorable belief.
I only address you. I didn't call you. I only address you, honorable, my respected honorable member. With the greatest respect, with the greatest respect. Honorable member. I respected.
Honorable Robert, kindly conclude for me.
Yes. So yes, I will conclude before my final conclusion. I am saying that when we are talking about structures, we are talking about rules and regulations. We are talking about plans, guides that restrain leadership from engaging in bad practices in the country, that turn the country backward. That is what we are talking about. And Madam Speaker, I am saying that we have poor and weak structures in this country. Let's look at countries that are having strong structures in place. They've developed more than our country. Let's talk of a country like Singapore. Let's talk of a country like Rwanda. Even we attained independence before this country, but because their structures are strong enough, they develop. So in conclusion, Madam Speaker, before my final conclusion will come later, I want to say that it is structures.
Honorable Robert, kindly conclude.
Yes, I'm about to conclude. So in conclusion, like my honorable member said, and quote rightly, that our former president told that if structures are built in place, no matter how devilish, no matter how demonic a leader is, you can never draw the country backward.
Thank you, Honorable
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Speaker in the House. I'm Wilson by Salom, MP, Hoho constituency, the only commercial citizen in Volta Region. Madam Speaker, both sides of the House is here to help you coordinate the House very well. You can't do that in isolation. I'm raising my hand for a point of correction. You will just ignore it. But I just want to make the point that both House, look as if we are all your favorite students, but look at today, your attention are tilted to one side of the House. Which when you begin on that note, I'm not sure, maybe probably the House.
Honorable Vixen, what are you trying to say?
My point is that if members are raising issues, well, if someone comes to stand here to make, what's the name? To make.
Are you speaking on the matter? Please focus on the subject so we can.
You did it to me myself. I'm a living witness to that. When someone is debating and his or her name is being mentioned, you are drawing the person into your debate. It is for the person has the right to be abstaining, to await your approval. Because it's either you can be, misquoting the person as well. It happens. When you go to
Honorable Vixen, you have been put to order. Honorable Marcus.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I want to understand we are tackling a motion in this House, and you've given a ruling on whatever controversy we are having. So I don't see the reason why honorable member is going back to what you have already ruled on.
No, they've ruled on something, so why are you taking us back again?
Which ruling?
Madam Speaker said we've settled on that.
What was the ruling?
Ask the record. Ask the record. You have to come and debate, not come and.
I personally do not want to say anything because when it was happening, you weren't in the house. So kindly concentrate on the debate and let's proceed.
You see, this filibuster will not work. Before I went out, I raised out my hand for point of correction.
We have just 4 minutes to finish the debate.
Finish it. Just allow me to finish. Honorable Osman was saying that he is the fifth speaker of the fifth parliament. At this current time, he is not the speaker. There's more reason why he is not presiding. You are the one presiding. So him misleading the house that he is the speaker of the no. As it stands now, you have all the time now until this sitting ends. So let's not be misleading ourselves in this house. That's just by the way. That other issue, if someone debate on the floor and the person's name is being drawn, it's either the person is misquoting the person has to redeem his or herself. It's natural. If it's something that
Honorable Vixen, please conclude.
So my point is that you look as if the majority leader at this side and its members, they are confused about the whole thing. Structures are built for human beings to improve upon it. Someone came here to contradict it to herself from this side that the president has so many things. There's a more reason why they voted for you. If you see the structure is not good, you have to amend it. Unless, of course, you are a static being that want the structures to be changed, of which is benefiting successive government. They said the motion says that successive governments, they are not talking about a particular administration. The rules are there for man. There's no more reason why we have a constitution, so that these things will govern us as a people. Unless, of course, you want to be a banana republic that will do everything. I've given you 3 examples. Auditor General report have cited so many people telling government about misapplication and misappropriation of funds. People go scot-free. If you look at people are being prosecuted at the court, government will come and file non prosecuted because the person is affiliated to a certain political party as well. That is what we are talking about. And members are making as if you are targeting one administration. They say, if you look at the motion, they say challenges stem more from poor leadership. If English is,
Honorable member, in conclusion,
I'm concluding. If English is their problem, they need to really coordinate themselves and understand the matter before the house. They shouldn't come and be confusing everybody over here as well. So, Madam Speaker, we believe that the challenges that bedeviled us as a country is stemming more from poor leadership. The constitution is there. The law says that if you steal, the law have to deal with you. What happens? What happens? So once again,
honorable member, thank you very
the
much.
choices are there for us. When it's not good enough, we have to go there and refine it to suit our living as well. Thank you, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity.
Honorable members, thank you very much. We have heard honorable member, we already stated our time and we have concluded. Honorable member, honorable members, that is the floor you would have to speak. Whatever goes on among yourselves, it is there. Honorable members, before I move on to invite the mover of the motion for the closing remarks, I would like to say this, that moving forward, please, let's also be guided. I have already ruled, but then again, I want to say this. Whether someone is an observer or not, whatever the person says, let's listen to that first before we act. Thank you. I would like to invite the mover of the motion to give us the closing remarks. I would like to invite the mover of the motion for the closing remarks. Mover of the motion, can you give us your closing remark? Honorable members, honorable members, honorable members, please listen to what I am saying. I can be an observer and I would say something. It doesn't mean because I am an observer, whatever I say doesn't count. Honorable member, misleading in what sense? We were talking about a certain situation. Please, I invite the mover of the motion to give us the closing remark. No, please. Honorable Vixen, can you give us your closing remarks?
Chief, hello. Hello. Okay. Thank you, Speaker in the House. I'm Vixen Bryce Salom, Youth MP Hall constituency, the only commercial city in Volta Region. Soon to be declared the gateway to Volta Region. That's a fact. Madam Speaker, having debated this motion today, we at this side believe that the problems that has bedeviled us as a nation, as a country, Ghana, is stemming more from poor leadership. Nothing more, nothing less. Even if we study what is happening in this house, it's leadership crisis. We are just rendering some of the rules odious. That, as a speaker, you have to guide us and we also help you. But at the end of the day, you have let the house be as if there's like a playground, which I'm not happy about. You have to put us into order when the house is going in a different direction. But notwithstanding, we still hold to our view that all the issues happening, I've given you countless evidence leading to this particular motion that people have been cited for financial malpractice. The laws are there. The laws are spelled out what to be done to that person. But people, leaders that we have been voted for, look upon that. And you are telling me that it's not about leadership crisis. What is worse than you being voted for to solve a problem and you are not solving it? What is worse than something that we know that is the problem, you come and you overlook it? What is worse than a government will start a project and you come and you not consider it? What is worse than all the things that is happening in this country that leaders are supposed to tackle the issue on? For me, what I've seen is that leaders are just lazy. They don't want to do the heavy thinking as well. Like I said, you go to other countries, take pictures, and come back and we look into our face. All these are also human beings. We are not perfect. But at the end of the day, there's common citizen to feel at home. Where this country people cannot even get 2 square meals to eat. And you are saying that that's good leadership, that's poor leadership. And we are just ignoring the constitution because the constitution provides that this and this and this. There's a more reason why you have checks and balance. If they give you money to do a particular project and you squander it, you have deprived someone from attending a particular hospital, or that money is supposed to be used to construct road in a particular community. So all this issue happening in this country is stemmed from proper poor leadership. Because ever since the advent of the Fourth Republic,
Honorable member,
32
in
years,
conclusion.
if you go to Dubai, how many did Dubai used to develop? If you go to Uganda, recently the flood issue that happened. It's not about it's about leadership crisis as well. People have built. Now, I have to say this. It's about engineering problems. Why won't you use the professionals?
Honorable member, please
Allow me to
conclude.
finish. Why won't you use the professionals to do the work? Because this system of practicing that leaders you can't say my government has won, so everybody no. You have to distribute the policy to every single Ghanaians that are competent. Incompetence is leading this country into the abyss. And we believe that all the things happening in Ghana is about poor leadership, nothing more, nothing less. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you. Honorable Robert.
Yeah.
Please, you have 2 minutes.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity. Yeah, I'm Robert Fion, the Youth MP for Kratis constituency. Yes, the Speaker, yes, it's a clarion call on our side to say that structures in place are our problems in this country when it comes to development. Because, Madam Speaker, it is the structures in place that import leaders to serve. So, if we are to blame something, then it is that structures that are wrong. Because if a leader is corrupt, then it means the ways and the means, the plans that are put in place before that leader is elected is corrupt. That is why there is a saying that we all look or we all resemble our mothers or our fathers or our parents. So it means that the structures are what give birth to the leaders that we have today. So it means and I remember vividly, My respected honorable member said we have laws and rules in this country. Yes, we all know that we have laws and rules in this country. But how come people will steal and steal billions of money and still run away if we are still having structures in this? It means our structures are weak. It is not leadership. But
Honorable member,
it means that
conclude.
it means that it is not leadership, but rather our
In
structures
conclusion,
in place. Madam Speaker, it is quite funny that every now and then the auditor director general will come and say there are a lot of irregularities in our account and people have absconded with 1 billion, 2 billion. But at the end of the day, those things will be discovered. Madam Speaker, those things will be discovered. But at the end of the day, where are the law? Where are the strong law to prosecute those people in court? So, Madam Speaker, I want to ask again. How many long-term developmental plans do we have in this country? How many long-term developmental plans do we have in this country? Zero developmental project work. It was only Dr. Kwame Nkrumah who developed a 10 years and a 20 years developmental plan, which we've seen a lot of development in this country. So when we are talking, it is not about leadership. Like we are always saying that when the structure is strong, no matter how demonic and devilish a leader is, you cannot steal and go away scot-free.
Thank you.
So, Madam Speaker,
thank you very much.
we are saying that in spite leadership matters, structures are to be strong enough to restrain, to guide, to enable leaders come out with great developmental plan to develop our country for us. That notwithstanding, it's a clarion call that structures are weak. That is why we have developmental challenges in this country. Thank you very much. If not, Kenoforiata will not run away.
Thank you. Honorable members, I shall now put the question before the House. The question is that this House believes that Ghana's development challenges stem more from poor leadership by successive governments than from the country's governance structures. As many as are of that opinion, say aye. Of the contrary, say no. The noes have it. The motion is accordingly defeated. Honorable members, we now move on to the commencement of private business. Are there any honorable members with questions for the House or for a member specifically? Honorable Roberts, please, you have just 2 minutes. Kindly abide by the time.
Madam Speaker, thank you very much. I'm Robert Fiano, the Youth MP for Kratis constituency. Yes, so this advice in the form of question is to all of us, including myself.
Speak to me and make it simple and concise.
Yes. So I'm saying that, yes, we are here to learn and go. In as much as there is a saying that, in as much as we are fighting, or in as much as two fowls are fighting.
Honorable Robert, you are asking a question. Go straight to the question and let's move, please.
I'm creating a scenario.
Go straight to the question, please.
You let it be.
Thank you very much. Honorable Belief.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, this is my question in also form advice to the framers of our constitution or our standing orders. Yes. As we are saying, we are here to learn. Yes, it's true, we are here to learn. So the problem, what I'm seeing that will happen in the future, the precedent has been set today, whereby we realize that any observer can come and talk to.
Honorable member, please go straight to the question.
So if observers, no observer cannot come in and just come and put a leader into an order. Please, I thank you. We will be here. As initially, you also did to express myself. As is there a question? So I leave it for everybody. Otherwise, let's take it.
Honorable Belief, you are addressing me. Ask the question.
And so because we know in asking of question, see, we are not sorry to say, as the leader also stood up. See, we are here before we ask a question. Sometimes we need to relay some prayer before we come in. Are you getting it? Yeah. So you cannot just come here and ask questions like the way we do in primary school. What is? It doesn't make. So please, what I'm trying to say is that something just happened. I get yes, please. Yes. So we lay a bad precedent over here. So the framers of the constitution should look at it and come to us that if. So I want to know if an ordinary member can come to an observer can come to this house and come and put a leader into order. Number one. Number two, if a speaker who doesn't represent a constituency, has the right to come and participate in a debate, I think it should be in consultation with the front bench. So this is my question to the framers of the constitution to answer. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Honorable members, a question? No, we are only taking questions, please. Honorable members, we now move on to item 11 on the order paper, statement. I now invite Honorable Sampson Dotse, the only person who said that he has a statement to make. You have just 4 minutes.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker and the guest house for the opportunity granted me. I'm Dr. Sampson, the youth MP for Afram Plains North, and as well, the minority chief whip acting for today. I want to thank you once again for the opportunity to present a statement of sympathy with the victims of the 29th June 2026 floods and the need for a sustainable solution to flooding in Ghana. Madam Speaker, I rise today with a heavy heart to express my deepest sympathy to all families, individuals, and communities affected by the devastating floods that struck parts of Ghana on 29th June 2026. For which my constituency, Afram Plains North, is not an exception. I would like on behalf of Afram Plains North extend my heartfelt condolences to those who lost their loved ones and pray for the speedy recovery of all who sustained injuries and suffered losses. Madam Speaker, flooding has become one of the most persistent and destructive natural disasters confronting our nation. Year after year, heavy rains continue to claim innocent lives, destroy homes, businesses, schools, roads, and critical infrastructure, leaving thousands displaced and causing severe economic hardship. This unfortunate incident reminds us of the tragic 3rd June 2015 twin disaster, which catastrophically hit and also explosion of the Goa filling station near Kwame Nkrumah Circle in Accra, and led to the claim of what 115 lives and injured many others. That heartbreaking event shocked the conscience of our nation and exposed the urgent need for stronger disaster prevention measures. Madam Speaker, sadly, more than a decade now after that tragedy, we continue to witness similar occurrences, including the flood of 29 June 2026, indicating that the lessons of past have not been fully translated into sustainable actions. Madam Speaker, the major causes of flooding in Ghana include: 1. Poor drainage systems and inadequate maintenance of existing drains; indiscriminate dumpings of refuse into gutters and waterways; illegal construction of buildings on waterways and wetlands; rapid urbanization without proper planning; weak enforcement of environmental and building regulations. It also has to do with deforestation and destruction of natural water retention areas. Madam Speaker, I would like to say that myself, over the years, I've developed a culture of folding pure water papers, rubbers, and put them into my bag, including other waste, and dispose them when I get to a dustbin. But Madam Speaker, in our public domain, you hardly find a nearest dustbin to put your rubbish into it. Madam Speaker, during our debate on the whole well-being index report in 2024 presented to this August House by Node 8 Foundation, I suggested that at every junction or appropriate point in town, there should be a dustbin, so that as soon as pedestrians make a rubbish, they can just walk to the dustbin and dispose it off. Lack of dustbins in our public domain make it that people dump rubbish anywhere at any time. Madam Speaker, the effect has been so monumental and devastating. Some are losses of lives, destruction of homes and personal properties, displacement of families and communities, damage to roads, bridges, schools, and health facilities. Madam Speaker, flooding is not mere the environmental issue. It is a national development challenge that threatens life, public health, economic growth, and sustainable development. To address these challenges, Madam Speaker, I propose that government should invest significantly in construction, expansion, and regular desilting of drainage system across the country, as we have done recently. Madam Speaker, I would like to propose again that sanitation laws should be rigorously enforced to discourage indiscriminate waste disposal. Madam Speaker, as an educationist, I'm proposing that sanitation should be incorporated into our school curriculum and made a core subject of study. I believe that this will help citizens to understand sanitation and prioritize it to the fullest. Madam Speaker, I propose again that underground reservoirs should be created to harvest rainwater as soon as it rains to mitigate the indiscriminate running of water leading to flood. This water can also be used for irrigation purposes, construction of roads, etc. Madam Speaker, I also believe strongly that Parliament should support a stronger legislation and ensure adequate budgetary allocation for disaster prevention and climate change. Madam Speaker, as a representatives of the youth, we must advocate not only for emergency relief after disasters, but also for preventive measures that save lives before disasters occur. Every Ghanaian deserves to live in a safe environment free from avoidable flooding. Madam Speaker, finally, I would like to urge this Honorable House to observe a moment of reflection in honor of all those who have lost their lives in flooding-related disasters, especially the victims of the June 3rd disaster in 2015 and the 29th June 2026 floods. May the souls of the departed rest in perfect peace, and may God comfort every bereaved family. Madam Speaker, I submit. I thank you very much on this note for the opportunity.
Honorable Billy.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I thank the claimant of the maker of the statement. And yes, what he said is very true. But I believe strongly that all these things that we are talking about, the structures are there. They are there. They are very weak, and we have a whole institution. Then he was saying that we should inculcate sanitation courses into our basic schools. I believe when I was in primary school, I studied a course called environmental studies. It's the same thing. It's there. So if those structures are already there, then it looks like, so it's about the managers or the people that our tax money is being paid to. People like EPA people, we are there. So let's enforce the law that whatever if you breach the law, this is what you're supposed to happen. But we don't do so. We have a people in the area called district assembly. I think they are in charge of building permits and those things. These people that our tax money pay them salary, but this bill will pass back and allow people to build on waterways and even to build anyhow. Then at the end of the day, problem will surely come. So education has been done. Means before I was born, sanitation education, it has been done since. But it's about time. You see, let's take a decision whereby we will not fear to lose election. Let's take a decision where we will not be afraid for anybody, because you have been voted or you have been placed over to make a decision for the citizen. So I think it's about the leadership. The structure, which is the constitution, are there. So we need people that the constitution has authorized to actually work. They must be mandated to work, and they must do the work. If they cannot do it, let us remove them. Then we say thank you very much. Once again, I thank the maker of the statement. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Betsy.
Are you the maker of the statement? Thank you, Speaker in the House. I'm Dixon by Salom. MP Pokwe, the only commercial city in Volta Region. A special mention to the maker of the statement. Madam Speaker, this is not a novelty. My previous statement. This flag issue had happened in 1960. Not that we don't know the issue, but we are pretending to be an ostrich. At the end of the day, like I said, people are afraid to lose election. And then the circuit continues. For my training as a civil engineering professional, if you look at our urbanization in Accra, it's outdated. People are building. And most of the, I think there's no coordination between most of the institutions. If you want to construct a road, you have the road engineer to do so, to do all the design that you want in the road. When it comes to a drainage, you get a hydrologist that have to measure the quantum of water that will come. We call it runoff. At the end of the day, there's no coordination. When you ask them, they'll tell you that, okay, this person is supposed to do this. If there's no proper coordination, I think that if there's proper coordination in some of these things, this drain or overflooded thing that you're talking about will be a thing of the past. And then, Madam Speaker, you don't cancel an existing project that is going on. I'm talking about the Zoom line. You can have all the issues you have, but at the end of the day, whilst canceling, do you have an alternative? Ever since this Zoom line exited what's the name? The public eye, you will see that the whole place. When I was in GSS software, every dawn the Zoom line will come and take our streets. Now if you go, a lot of fields, are there, then we will assume that everything is fine. Around the day, like I said, 2015, it occurred. We were told that this thing is what's the name? A Volta type of problem solving. It's like a Volta that says that, oh, don't worry, when the rain subside, I'll build. The rain will subside, so don't worry, the rain is over. So what I'm going to say is that this whole issue is stemmed from poor leadership. They can agree with me.
In conclusion,
it's poor leadership. Never again should we see this type of devastating event happening in the country. People have lost their life. And then the most devastating aspect is that I realized that they've released certain amount, 3 million Ghana cedis. What measures have they put in place? Or what are the studies that have been done to come to that conclusion? This attitude of you going to donate rice and mattress, someone has lost 17 shops. What will rise to the person? So you have to ascertain the issue very well and don't play on people's intelligence or emotion as well. So I'm employing all the leaders to tackle the issue on. They should do the heavy thinking as well. We voted them to lead us, not we leading them. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
To give us the last comment on this statement is Honorable Robert.
Why fight today? Continue.
Please, you have 2 minutes.
Yes, thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Yes, this is a very, a critical issue. And my name, or I am Robert Fiaunu, the Youth MP representing the lovely people of Kachi constituency. Yes, I thank the maker of the statement, and I am also here to show an empathy in a sympathy. To show some empathy in a sympathy. In a sense that, Madam Speaker, I was present in Accra where the tensions flooding occurred. I was present there before the incident happened. So I know the nitty-gritties of what actually occurred in Accra. So that is why I said,
Honorable member, you have 2 minutes.
yes. Madam Speaker, give me latitude to show my empathy in my sympathy. Thank you very much. So, and when you look at the whole situation, Madam Speaker, it is heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. I was there present myself, so I know better. I get it. Yes. I was at the National Police Training School, Tesano, when the
Statement.
yes. So I'm saying that yes, honorable member, the last maker, the last person who spoke before me, which is my respected colleague, said that it is leadership that's the cause of this happening. But I disagree. Even though I share a little in his argument, but I disagree as well. Madam Speaker, is it a leader that's supposed to tell you that don't build at where flood can occur before you do? What is wrong with our moral principles? What is wrong with our moral consciousness that we ourselves cannot decide for ourselves? Now that people are dead, now that your family member is gone, is it the leader family member? So, Madam Speaker, most of the problem are coming from we, the citizens of this country, whereby at least, Madam Speaker, our moral consciousness should speak to us, should wake us up. Madam Speaker, that I should not build my house, my shop, my store, my what have you, at where flooding will occur. And I shouldn't buy the land. I shouldn't buy land there. So, Madam Speaker, I am saying that yes, it's a holistic issue that must be tackled holistically, whereby the individual or citizens, we have our part to play, leadership also have their part to play. But at the end, the impact always comes to we the citizens. So we have to make sure
Honorable member.
It's only one person speaking from the other side, but it looks like people are heckling. Three of you spoke. One person. I'm still happy.
Can you conclude your call?
Let us respect each other's opinion. Please.
Honorable member, you are addressing me. Can you conclude?
A leader is speaking, at least that respect should be accorded.
Honorable Robert.
Madam Speaker, thank you very much. I'm addressing you. So in conclusion, I am saying that it's a holistic issue and it must be tackled holistically. The individual has their part to play, whereby their moral characteristics, their moral principles have to speak to them. And we, the leaders, too, also have to ensure that our structures that don't build here, don't buy land from this area and stuff, we should make sure our judiciary is our play. And we'll ensure that we have a beautiful Ghana. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity.
Thank you. Honorable members, we now move to item 12 on the order paper. I haven't received any petition from any honorable member. So we move on to the next item on the order paper, which is end of business. Announcement on the inauguration of the 6th Parliament, item 13. I invite Honorable Adam.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I want to seek your leave for me to congratulate some two honorable members of the House, which is honorable. The first person is our first Deputy Speaker of the House, Honorable Enoch Sodoji. And also the acting majority leader for today's sitting, Honorable Robert Fiaolu. Madam Speaker, I'm congratulating them for the occasion, for being part of the 506 newly graduated Fit Ghana brigadiers. They have received training, intensive training, to help the agric ministry, to help farmers, and for agriculture in the country to move forward to the next level. On this occasion, I want to say congratulations to them and good luck to them in discharging of their mandates. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Honorable, so I invite the Executive Director to give us the announcement on the inauguration of the 6th Parliament.
Right Honorable Speaker, congratulations on presiding over this interim proceedings to see and test the skills of our incoming leaders of the 6th Parliament. And I can say you are going to have troublesome leaders like Honorable Billy Vagoso. You have to put your eye on him so that he doesn't misbehave in your Parliament. Right Honorable Speaker, the preparations towards the 6th Parliament inauguration is underway. The date, Saturday, 8th August, will not be changed. It will not be changed. We are aware HTU students will be writing exam in August. Please, the date will not be changed. Luckily, most of you are regular students. You might scarcely have papers during the weekend. The weekend leaders here is Honorable Belief, Black, Mark Bless. Yeah, so he's the only one we are particularly worried about. Are you also a weekend student? You know graduates long time. They are the only people we are worried about. So the inauguration will still happen. We are still contributing towards it. Leaders, please, your contribution have to come. We are all contributing. I'm not playing any specific role on that day, except ceremonial, but I've contributed. So please bring your contribution ASAP. Everyone is contributing. Everyone is contributing. So if you have not done your contribution, please, 15th July, do your contribution. And please, as of now, we only have the confirmed youth MPs for the third, sixth parliament is only 30. It's only 30. So your colleagues that want to join, you can encourage them. We are not forcing any incumbents to continue. If you want to continue, you know the process. In the main parliament, to retain your seat, you first have to what? Recontest for your primaries. Go around, let them endorse form for you. Win primaries. Now you now come and what? On the ticket of your party, buy form and go for election again. That is why this process cannot be taken off. And all of you know, Youth Impact Parliament is not chasing after your money. Because other groups doing less than us are taking 1,500, doing less than us. So this contribution, please, don't hesitate about it. It is just a little token of commitment towards the cause. Now, please, with respect to our guests, initially, I think that was it the June sitting or May sitting? We told you about the guests we're working on. It has been a headache reaching to some of them. And out of the list that we presented to you, I'm not even sure we got any. So we have to turn on to other people we could get. And for now, we have secured Honorable Peter Nochukote, who is our patron. We spoke to Honorable Edam Agbana. He says he might have a trip on that day. So he's on and off. So he requested we contact another person again. We have spoken to one person who has attended to us before. That was 2024. Dr. Senanu Jokoto, who is the Deputy CEO for National Health Insurance Authority. And he hasn't given full assurance yet, but we know he'll come. And then Mama Bobby, the third, has indicated since the anniversary. I gave her the date. I'll remind her again that she will come. So for now, these are the people that we have confirmed. Initially we told you about the Director General for National Youth Authority, National Service Authority. It had not been easy getting to her at all. But whenever we get to her, and other people you have called up. And the people, you see, if you know others too, you can recommend to us. It's about how you can get to them all. Some of them, later is no more working. It's about who you can call. I know members want Afenyomakin, John Dumelo, Okujeto. Yesterday, they invited Okujeto to this, John Dumelo, to this venue. He couldn't come. So don't worry, we'll get them one by one. Okay, but for now, let's work with the people we have secured. Please, as you know, we already know the procedure. On the 7th, we'll have to come here and prepare the venue. On the 7th, we'll have to come here and prepare the venue. Honor members know that if you are not present on the day of inauguration, your nomination will be changed at the point of approval. That thing that happened last year will not happen again. I'm just reiterating it. It is only people like my blessed that we know. If you don't have paper and you say you have paper, we'll authenticate that day. We'll look for the timetable. If you don't have a genuine consent to why you are not present, we'll change you. We'll have a backup list. We'll change you that moment now. So the marshal already know. Incoming clerk, please let your departmental members know that the sixth parliament is not for joke. If they don't turn up, there will be change. If they don't turn up, there will be change. We will have a backup list. We'll not waste time at all. So I just want to emphasize on that. Members are calling for committed people. And even if the number is few, that is quality. That is why we will not exactly chase after numbers. So far, that is the information. I think the other arrangements that we can discuss them back door on it. So for now, this is the information for the attention of members. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Billy. Honorable Billy.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, please, kindly smart to me small. It's like you are smart to me so hard. And so we want to thank our executive director. Yes, there's one thing that we all learn in management is our motivation. Yes. So the payments, yes, we will pay. Then the person have not paid, but we will pay before that time. Yes. Well, sometimes to let members pay is our motivation. And what am I talking about? You know, we've got a time that we need to be briefed in this house about the whatever expenditure that we incur in that in that occasion, so that please, I want the executive director and speaker to listen to, but they are not, because I don't think, yes. So I'm saying that we actually need a motivation. Members, yes. You know, we are doing something that nobody is paying us. Yeah, we believe that what we are doing is even more than a pay that we have to receive. Yes, it's true. But you know, there's one thing that it's not everybody seated over here that personally understand that idea. Some of them, they feel that it's an association with this, and when I'm getting married, they'll come and give me, or they'll come and they are not. People have a different ideology. So, but I believe that we have grown enough, even when we are learning for national parliament, even every year, they give a fiscal policy. Are you getting it? So I believe that to motivate members, they are not have issue. To make members know that, okay, these are how my time is before the program. Budget must be brought over here. Let's go through, let's peruse. Okay, this figure, this thing, let's remove this thing. Let's add. Then you are involving everybody. You see, when you are a leader, then you make a decision. Then you don't involve your followers. When you want to let a change occur, they will not help the change to occur. They will leave you to go. But when you involve their followers that this is what we are doing, they will help you to go. So please, I'm pleading. Me, I have no issue with it. If sometimes it comes to leaders, but I wish this is the floor of parliament. Let's come, because it's not only leaders who pay that money, members pay. So let's come. Okay, this amount we need for food. Then you can say that, okay, this thing is too much. Let's add it. Then at the end of the day, we are being motivated to pay. So I'm pleading the organizers and the executive director. Let's do that to motivate everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Adam.
Madam Speaker, thank you for the opportunity. My information is not on the subject matter being discussed. It's a different subject matter altogether. So if there are honorable members that have contributions on the same subject matter, I think you should take them before I introduce a different subject matter altogether. Thank you.
Honorable Roberts.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity. I'm Robert Fiahonu, the Youth MP for Karachi's constituency. Yes, that's the rudiment of parliament. You have to endure. Madam Speaker, I want to use this opportunity to thank our directors very well for the great work they are doing, and also to especially thank my honorable member who just spoke with regards to the preparation towards the sixth parliament. That is commendable and very sensible, honorable member. You did well. Yeah, so I am also just here to second him and also add a little. Yes, that we need we new MPs that will be coming. They need some motivation. And what I want to also add is that because when I started circulating our seat flyers, people are asking what is the benefit that they are going to get when they join Youth Impact Parliament. And anytime I'm telling them that it's a platform where you will be groomed, you will be trained and other stuff, and there is a money attached to after you pick a form and then you do all that, you will be paying. They feel like if it is only training, grooming, they are not actually getting the relevance that they will get. So I would like to add up that if we can add that at the end of you joining this parliament, there will be a certification, there are some honorarium that will come, there are opportunities like meeting top class. We are just trying to market,
In conclusion, honorable member,
Madam Speaker, with the greatest respect, thank you very
kindly
much. By any time I'm talking and
honorable member, kindly conclude.
so I'm concluding that apart from the motivation which my respected colleague talked about, and it was very loud and sensible, I'm also adding up that if we can add some of those benefits attached to the seat distribution flyers, so that when we distribute it, the new convent that will be joining Youth Impact Parliament, they will read those things and then get to involve themselves. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable Adam.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I'm here to inform the House on an upcoming event. On the 1st of August, Saturday, 1st of August 2026, which is the pool party for members of this House. The pool party is self-funded by honorable members because we cannot impose fees for honorable members to pay. Some honorable members may like to swim, others they may not like to swim. So we cannot impose a fixed price for them to pay because it will be unfair. But on that day, swimming is not only the activity that will be taken on. We'll be having games, dance, and more fun. So for honorable members who would not like to swim, they are all invited to come and play games, socialize and network, because the fifth parliament is dying very soon. So it is an opportunity for us to come together, have fun for the last time before parliament dissolves. So this pool party will take place at NS Lazarus Villa. It's at Sokode Lokwe, behind the DVLA. So it's not somewhere that you get missing. Even when you search on Google, you get directions to the place. So you should invite your friends to, they should come and socialize with us. We need more ladies. We need more ladies in a sense that most of our Order, order.
Honorable members,
Honorable members, we are encouraging more ladies to be part of this initiative because most often than not, our activities are always crowded by the boys. So that's why I'm saying we need more ladies for this particular program. Madam Speaker, I want to urge all honorable members here and those who can join us on the 1st of August to come. Let's celebrate the achievement of the 5th Parliament. Let's have fun, let's network. Because when you look at our last fun trip that we did, we were only few, but party went on. And you can check the videos for evidence. So for this, you people should come. You should come in your numbers. The pool is 60 cedis when you want to swim. It is just 60 cedis. So if you want to swim, just put your 60 cedis in your pocket and extra cash for you to buy drinks. I don't know which drinks you like to take, but there are all types of drinks over there. Madam Speaker, with these few words, I thank you very much for the opportunity.
Honorable,
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I believe that this is a group something you're going to do. So tell the people over there that ask them if you have a certain number of people, that since should be reduced because let's assume you have a great number going there, then you are still paying 60 cedi. It doesn't sound very well. So talk to them, or at least if you have about 20 people swimming, or let's say 15. So we are the group. How much? And then so you can also help members to reduce costs. Thank you very much.
honorable members, honorable.
Madam Speaker, thank you very much for the opportunity again. So I've heard the concern of the honorable member and I'll work on it and give feedback to the House. If I'm not able to do it physically, in the WhatsApp group, we'll communicate. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Honorable members, this brings us to the end of business for today's sitting. And I would like to invite the leader of the House to move the motion for adjournment to the 14th and last parliamentary sitting to dissolve the 5th Parliament on Saturday, 8th of August 2026.
Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I'm Robert Fiaonu, the youth MP for the lovely people of Practice constituency. Madam Speaker, yes, all said and done. Finally, I'm here to move the motion, and I hereby move the motion for the adjournment of what's the name? Adjournment of this sitting to 14th last parliamentary sitting to dissolve the 5th parliament on Saturday, 8th August 2026. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I so move.
Thank you. Second of the motion.
Let me give opportunity to my members. So, Speaker, I'm referring to him. This is how we are going to start the sixth parliament. Don't worry, everybody will talk some.
Yeah, thank you very much, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity granted me. Madam Speaker, before I move, I second the motion.
Can you go ahead and second the
Before I
motion for
second the motion,
adjournment?
okay, I do second the motion heavily moved by the majority leader. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable members. Honorable members, I thank you for coming together and achieving the purpose for the day. And as you can all see, we have touched on all the items listed on the order paper. I want to say thank you and also to apologize for any inconveniences caused. I wish you all a very blessed evening and see you at the next sitting. By this, the House is adjourned. All those in favor say aye. All those not in favor say no. The ayes have it, and therefore the House is adjourned.